why PlayStation's new VR headset might struggle. Sony has recently stopped production on the PSVR2. That's like McDonald's saying they're gonna start selling Big Macs at Burger King. What is happening, Sony? Please show some love to this headset. There is a possibility that in the next couple of years we will stop seeing support for Sony's second generation headset.
Kia ora and welcome back to 5 Reasons Why. Hey, it's been a minute since our first couple of episodes. So let's take a second to get our groove back. Let's have a look at everything we got right, everything we got wrong, and everything else in between. Let's go. Two years ago, we talked about why PlayStation's new VR headset might struggle. Now, this was shortly after its announcement. We started off by pointing out that the PSVR2 was solely a gaming headset, lacking support for any third-party applications, and no Sony, none of this shit counts. Unfortunately, this seems to still be the case. They released a flurry of games at launch. Horizon, Gran Turismo, Resident Evil, all of these games were very well received. Since then, they've fallen into the age-old trap of re-releasing VR games that are already available on other headsets. This to me looks like a way of trying to flesh out a very weak library. As of filming, there are only 10 PSVR2 games that are exclusive to the headset. What is happening, Sony? Please show some love to this headset. I mentioned how the PSVR2 being tethered out of necessity was going to be a drawback as it was entering a market where wireless was becoming the new normal. And to be honest, it hasn't done a lot of harm to it, but it was noted by many early reviewers that it was going to stifle the headset's ability to get into the XR and extended reality space that both Meta and Apple now have products in. Worth mentioning that Apple's headset is obviously not a gaming headset. Alright, so I took a guess at what I thought the headset was going to cost. I predicted $400 to about $450 USD based on what similar headsets were going for at the time. But I was wrong. I was very wrong. The headset came in at $550 USD, substantially more than what the MetaQuest 2 and yet to be announced MetaQuest 3 were going to sell at. It even cost more than the PlayStation 5 that you needed to run the PSVR2 off. That means you now need to sell both arms and both legs just to get set up. The chip shortage was a massive issue worldwide for a while, with many governments spinning up their own factories just to keep up with demand. Does anybody else love when governments sprint into action when the stuff they require to blow shit up suddenly becomes harder to find? Wouldn't it be nice if they were to do that for other less important things? By the time the PSVR2 finally launched in 2023, the chip shortage had largely subsided. PlayStation 5s were readily available, and it was simply back to supply and demand. Finally, we talked about Sony not letting go of bad ideas, and we referenced the PSP Go as a bit of a brain fart. As it stands right now, results are inconclusive at best. Sony has recently stopped production on the PSVR2, giving no clear reason why. This is a little move I like to call hiding the bullshit, and that's usually followed up by some sort of distraction and Sony delivered. Sony casually dropped into conversation that they were looking to bring PSVR2 support to the PC in 2024. Now hold the phone, Sony. That's quite a big announcement. That's like McDonald's saying they're gonna start selling Big Macs at Burger King. You can't just whisper that shit in my ear and then twaddle off out of the room. I need details. We need details. The internet deserves details. All indications are this is definitely happening. This is a thing. A recent firmware update for the PSVR2 will provide support for NVIDIA GPUs. something that is only applicable to PC users. Opening the PSVR2 to PC users is actually quite brilliant. It's going to go some way to resolving their lack of software issues. It'll help them move the excess stock they have kicking around in the factory. That way they can, put more attention into focusing on more important things. So look, the ship has not yet sailed on the PSVR2. Sony continues to support it. But this could very well be its final lifeline. There is a possibility that in the next couple of years, we will stop seeing support for Sony's second generation headset. That sums up our look back at our very first episode and the predictions that we made a couple of years ago. Hey, I think the homeless guy running the show would probably be okay with how things turned out. Didn't get everything right, didn't get everything wrong. Some things are yet to happen. Thanks for watching, and join us shortly for our next episode as we take a look back at how badly I screwed up my predictions for the future of the metaverse. It's probably going to be quite bad. Thank you, AI. Thank you for coming in and ruining everything I thought was going to happen. Oh well, never mind. That's us for today. Like, subscribe, share, all that shit. Ka kite ano, and have a great day.